Okay. New best spells played. If this takes a while, I might cut this into a new YouTube video, but I have to try. Endless corruption on an infinite build. Let's see what happens. Enemy units get more attack and health. Yeah, I could have told you that, probably. Are we gonna get more capacity every floor as we play, by the way? That'd be fun. All right, then we get 3 units, then there's only 1 left in the deck. Even if, by the way, we can't quite go endless on turn 1 on these combats, we're definitely going endless turn 2 or turn 3 in these combats. No problem, no question. That's a good kitty. Well, I guess I'd play you here, because it's the only place I have room for you, and I guess we play you here. And then we need to draw. I don't want to take the damage, then we'll draw. And again, we are 1 turn away from going infinite. Might as well just play this, and then might as well draw more. Might as well play this, because we're not focused on money at this point. Might as well consume this, might as well play this. Anything that consumes, basically, I'm interested in just kind of getting out there. You can get a mixer going. And once we get to a point where enemies are dying on the bottom floor, if we know at any point we can go infinite, then there's no reason not to just end your turn early, right? Like, I know I can get unlimited reanimates, so honestly, well, we didn't draw the cards that we needed, but we're just going to end turn, and then if we need to play more cards, we need to play more cards. We only need to play enough cards to defeat the bosses, right? I do want the merged equipment to come out, then we draw. Brain Spike, I have the energy for. However, I want you to be reanimated first, then we can Brain Spike. I'll take 1 damage, I don't care. That Brain Spike is free, so if we wanted to, we could go infinite on buffing the damage of this cat by 75 every turn, which is why I should have this, because it's easier to do this than applying Rage a whole bunch of times. And then we just chill. I mean, even this floor is doing a good job. Everything here is dying. Like, end turn. How's it look? Looks good? Extinguish Corruption 6 is a lot of corruption. I can't believe that you're living. That's a surprise. Hello, you're dead. Like, you didn't even have a chance to live. So what do I care for? End turn. You're not getting through my cat. You're not getting through my cat. Oh, we get Dragon Horde as well. We can keep getting relics. That's awesome. Champions cost 3 more energy. Card duplicator. This is worth it. We don't need the champion as much as we need the card duplicator. Because the units get played for free anyways, most of them do. And we don't, yeah. Card duplicator. Because then we get another rail spike. We can loot this. We get a boss art! We can get boss artifact! We can get more energy to pay for the champion! Yeah! Loot it up! Yes, conduit. We don't have whelps or dragons. And then we want energy. Energy is draw. Draw is energy. This, you know, it makes the Pyreborn clan very useful for this mode, isn't it? And you're cheaper because of the thing that makes it so that unupgraded cards are cheaper. Let's go. Hell yeah, brother. All right, play some cats. End our turn. We have so much energy. Energy. I didn't draw a rail spike, huh? That's a surprise. Well, if no units are available, I'm just gonna play it because we drew the cat. I should probably play the cat. Well, start here. Excellent. Let's... If we play equipment and a unit, we will draw. So here's a unit, and here's equipment. We drew a mixer. That's fine. I suppose we will apply 16 avarice. And then we're going infinite. Draw 7. Oh look, I have my whole deck in my hand. We've done it. We're already where we need to be. I can't play Brain Transfer, but I will if I play one single Meat Shield. So we will Meat Shield. I guess we can Meat Shield you. We can keep you alive a little bit. Then we can Brain Transfer. What happened to my glass cannon? Oh, there it is. Which means I won't be able to Brain Transfer this turn, but that's fine. We'll set it up for next turn. And you know what? Draw. I want everything in my deck to be super cheap, aka free. Excellent. End turn. Well, I could buff this floor with Rage and make sure that you die before you move up, which actually is not a bad idea. Because I can't Daze You. Horrify is unfortunately on the right side. Well, it's not on the right side. I just drew it and then I didn't play it, so it didn't discard. So I, you know, it's one. It's one energy in my hand. Should have played it. Let's see. How much will this take? It gets you mighty close. You're dead due to quickness anyways next turn. End turn. So I need to play those two cards so I can draw them to make them free. Then I can infinitely play them. We also have more equipment. Suppose we will play that. I suppose we will play Brain Transfer. That is a harvest trigger. Draw 6, and now both the cards that I just played are now free. This is another way that we can win this too, is that I don't even have to buff my own units. I could literally just daze all of the enemies forever. That's equally useful. I don't know why I'm specifically trying to get another Brain Transfer out. I guess I just want to. Reanimate, Brain Transfer. There's another 80 damage on the front cat who has 18 Reanimate, 20 Avarice, 3 Regen, 8 Conduit, and Rage 7. No problem. Now eventually it's going to take a lot of plays of cards in order to kill all of these enemies. But for now, not a problem. Not a problem. So you know what? I'm just gonna daze you and daze you. Daze you and daze you and just daze them enough that they can't hit the pyre and move on. Actually, they're not even hitting my units. They're all dazed. Daze is pretty strong, it turns out. I mean, if the pyre has to do some work, I don't care. We do have a ton of money. I wish I had more scaling on some of these units that I have here, but that's okay. Okay, you're taking 2,400 damage. You're still taking 2,400 damage. I'm dying because of your spikes, I believe. Well, I have an idea. Now you're dead. Oh, it really was that easy, huh? Just put all of the damage on your champion. Maybe we should put a cat in front on the bottom floor, that way we get the buffs on that unit, but I don't think that's gonna work as effectively as you want it to work. Add 4 Vengeful Shards, but we get another duplicator. Add Curse of Friendly Fire, all friendly units take 3 damage when a unit is summoned. That's not that bad, because all of our units have a ton of HP, except for Hothead. And we give him armor, and Twisted Assistant, I don't care if they die. But Duplicator is nice. I don't want the Vengeful Shards, though. This is not duplicating, making the deck better because of the curses. Because we're not removing those. So I think we will take Curse of Friendly Fire. It's not bad. We have 13 egg. We will loot. We are now out of our minor artifacts. We'll take draw. Hey, Archeon! Archeon with push. Now this fight we can actually finish in one turn because we can just play enough melee weakness to kill him in one shot. So, part of me thinks, why not? Everyone's taking a little bit of damage, but it doesn't really matter. I could also just give everyone some regen until they live. Nothing wrong with that. You are giving everyone damage. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Go ahead. Make my day. So we have 3 rail spikes. We need to dump some cards out of my hand. I would like to dump this, draw 9, this, draw 8. I'd rather draw. We gotta get through the deck. Play Pyre Cask. Play the Meat Shield. We can daze you. Then let's draw. Very good draw. Ah, you know what? I should have played a card to get 1 more energy, and then we could have drawn an Awoken's Rail Spike. Instead, I'm gonna have to wait until turn 2 to kill you. Well, unless we draw it here. Hold on. I need to play 1 more type of card. A spell? No, I've been playing spells. Light? Oh, we didn't get it. Still, almost. Let's give you this equipment. We know what we're drawing next turn. We have a lot of consume cards. Once we get those out of the deck, we can actually draw what we need to draw. All units on all floors get 10 more attack. except for the boss. We can still ice you in one turn. It's just gonna take a while. It's not that bad though. Draws 2. Draws 2, draws 2, draws 2. No. Don't play the rail spike. There's no reason to play the rail spike. Okay. We want a brain transfer. Moves all the stats over. Give me a potion kit. We want to play one more card. Should have played 1 energy worth of anything else before we did that, but you know what? That's okay. Ooh, on the rail spike, there it is. Now, how long do you think it'll take before we can get 6,000 damage off of Rage? Oh, God. Honestly, it's probably easier to just wait for you to move to the top floor, and then we'll just buff you with brain transfers. Honestly. Because every brain transfer is worth 75. That does seem to be better. So all we need to do is just draw a reanimate, which we guarantee in 2. Brain transfer. And then we'll get some. It's actually not what we wanted, hilariously enough. Look, if it takes time, it takes time. This is too interesting for me to pass up the chance of going infinite on endless and having a run in which we can do anything we want. Let's dump this. Yeah, I want you to move up, and then I can kill you if you move up. I think the other thing I'm going to do is make sure that 1 unit dies here, that way we get 3 attacks, 1 of which is guaranteed to hit you. That's going to make it a lot easier. Oh no, you hit me. I have infinity reanimate, doesn't matter. Okay, this is not the top floor. So I will wait for you to move up. That's what I will do for you, my friend. And I guess here I'm just going to be playing another cat. It's enough to get 2 kills there. That's not half bad. I mean, it doesn't really matter what I do, but I guess if I have... Okay, you know, I guess it doesn't matter. Just end turn. If nothing's making it to the Pyre, I can wait until he hits the top floor, because that's where most of my damage is right now. There we go. Cool. So now at this point, all we want to do is mix. This is not the one that I wanted, now that I think about it, for more than 2 seconds. We want melee weakness, because we're hitting for 300. While we're here, I might as well brain transfer. We want sap. That's the one that we wanted. Mix, melee weakness, draw. I will be endlessly amused by this run. This is too funny. I feel like this is also what you kind of need to make endless mode in this game actually work, because the enemies scale way faster than you do, but it is still really funny. Especially if we make this work. I mean, this guy is 6,000 HP. I wonder how much health we're gonna have on, like, Seraph if we make it that far. I've never seen beyond, like, this guy, I think. It's gonna be the world's longest monster train run, but I'm all for it. Look, man, I literally have nothing else to do today. Things that I could be doing? Yeah. Things that I need to do? Not really. All right, you're dead. There you go, 6,000 damage in one hit. Victory achieved. Remove card 9 live nightmare. All of them or just one? We can remove one kitty. Also, that's not the cat in my deck. This is really interesting that they're giving me this option. It's totally fine as long as it doesn't remove 6 of them, but even if it does, we still might be okay. So we have 30. Now we have 29. It removed 1. Perfect. As for what else are we going to remove, I think I'm totally fine removing like a consume of reanimate, because we can apply reanimate ourselves, and this is one more card out of the deck that we don't have to draw. So -2 card draw is awesome. We didn't get any more loot. I'm a fool. We need to not kill the boss that quickly. We need to make sure that he lives long enough that we can get more loot. GT Quark, welcome to the stream and this very weird monster train run. How are you doing today? Hope you had a lovely evening and a lovely day and blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. No, it doesn't really matter. We can put a cat out, like, here. I'm on Linux now. I know that you've been keeping me apprised of your Linuxing. I understand you've had some trials and troubles getting it all to work, but I hope that you have resolved most of those issues. I will probably never go to Linux just because I like the plug-and-play nature of being able to make sure that my games run when I turn them on and install them on Steam, and I don't have to worry about compatibility and whatnot. Because I need to make sure that my games run, let's be honest. But good luck on your adventure in the world of Linux. Do I want you to be quick? Yeah. Yeah, I'd be totally fine. We didn't draw a rail spike. What? We still didn't draw a rail spike? All right, that's weird. I guess in that case, we will just, like, play anything we can. End turn. I mean, because we didn't go infinite turn 1, we're definitely gonna go infinite turn 2. Because we played a lot of cards. I need that to be free. This can be exhausted. This should be played. This should be played. Draw 5. And we're there. I didn't need to play that. And now every Awoken's Rail Spike draws one more card. We're all stealthed up, so you're not doing anything. You're hitting me, but I think I'm just gonna do this. Well, do I even care? I don't know. I guess, like, making sure you're dazed is nice. I hate being dazed myself, but I can always just play a bunch of rage to make up for it. But if I keep dazing you, you won't make it to the pyre, so what do I care? I guess sapping you might be for the best, that way you die on a lower floor. Ah, dang it, Lord Phoenix. Maybe a Hothead being in the front is nice because he does damage equal to his attack twice. He could be a nice little sweeper. You have Reanimate? Perfect. A lot of games on Steam work on Linux too, says Potok. Yeah, but not everything. Enough probably does that I'm sure you wouldn't have too many problems, but not everything. And sooner or later, if you find one of those exceptions, you might be disappointed. Like, do I need to do anything? I guess I could still horrify you some more. You know, I guess... Well, I don't really want to horrify on the bottom. It's too much sap. I guess just end turn, doesn't matter. Look, as long as we're using our champion's ability every turn, eventually we will get to a point where they will be able to give me all my egg, which is the only thing that I care about, apparently. Must egg. So, reanimate, brain transfer, end turn. Again, we only need to do enough damage to kill everything. After that point, it doesn't matter. And him healing to full every turn is also doing a really good job of keeping him alive. I guess I do need to... Yeah, well, shouldn't have done that, but... There we go. Everything looking good, yup. Pixely, welcome. If it's on Steam, it works on Linux because of Steam Deck. No, that's not how it works. I wish, but you can't just say, oh, if it's sold on Steam, it works on Linux. No, sorry. I'm sure that's how everyone wished it worked, but rip. Okay, I don't want you to die. You guys are still... Oh wait, it's you! Apply Corruption 6 on Incant, and you applied Corruption 10 to everyone on all floors when you were summoned. That's still not that bad. If we can kill you down here, it would be worth it. It would take one really, really big spell weakness. I just don't think I have to. I think I can just chill. I'm doing 117 damage to you on the top floor, which is more than the 78 we're doing here. I'd rather wait and just kill you later. Yeah, there are Steam Deck compatible games, and you would expect that most of those would work on other flavors of Linux. It might require some more finagling because it's not native to those versions of Linux as they're native to Steam Deck, even though it's not native. Look, you would hope. You would hope. I think I'm just gonna end turn. I'm pretty sure you're dead. Ah, Steam Deck. Back in my day, it was called Steam Machine. All right, you're dead. There's no way you're living. I think you can mod games that run on Steam Deck. It's just a little bit more problematic. Again, because you're not in the native environment. Each summon unit gains Ember Drain 1. That's annoying. I'd rather remove another cat. It's not ideal, but we don't need infinite cats. We have enough cats. I don't want to be Ember Drained, because we summon a lot of units, and that's a lot of Ember Drain. If we remove enough cards in the deck, maybe we can get to a point where we don't need to worry about the Ember Drain, but still, at the beginning of combat, starting with 0 energy, that'd kind of suck. I think I'd rather do this and then just skip. And then loot. If we can get relics that like... Oh, we need to loot it at level 11. If we loot it at level 13 or 12, we don't get an artifact anymore. We want to get artifacts so we can get things that are like gain energy on the first turn. We can counteract the curses at that point. Okay. Hey, 1,350 health? Quoto the absolute. Pretty easy, right? Ha ha ha. Mother of Zerg says quite a few AAA games won't let you run them on Linux, mainly because of the anti-cheat. That is a very large problem, but also some games, they just won't work. Like the compatibility layer just can't correct for it being a different platform. And you will just have to accept that sometimes. All right, what do we got? Same thing as normal, what do you do? Plus health when we encamp. 1,400 HP, this is where it starts to get a little bit out of control. Play that. Quick. Play that here. Give you a consume. Give you a glass cannon. So it doesn't matter if we go endless here. What I'm gonna try to do instead is just get a good setup. Consume cards where appropriate. Hey, we did get a rail spike. Can we do it again? We did it again, which means we're gonna get another rail spike, which means we're gonna get 2 rail spikes, meaning we did go infinite on turn 1 here. Nice. So we will apply some Pyre gel. Might as well daze you guys for a bit, end turn. Don't even really want to work on the mixer. Dun, 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 dun. Now, brain transfer needs to be free. So we'll work on that. I can play anything else. Play this. Okay, now everything's free. And then we can start working on... We need 1,200 damage on this cat. Well, probably more, but we'll start at 1,200 if we can get there. So Rage is one way of doing it, as is Reanimate, because we do have this kind of Reanimate setup that we've been working on here. Reanimate, Brain Transfer, Rail Spike, Rail Spike. It didn't get what we wanted there. So we will just Rage and try to get more Reanimate. Need one more. There we go. So Reanimate, Brain Transfer, now we have 900 damage on this floor. Didn't get what we want here either. Sometimes that's just gonna happen. We can't let this man make it up to the Pyre. If he makes it to the Pyre, he will kill the Pyre. So we have to make sure that we set up the brain transfer appropriately. And that's probably enough. I will, Oh, I've already dazed you. Let's not worry about it then. End turn. We should have enough damage at this point. Or almost enough damage. Not quite, we need like one more, it looks like. One more brain transfer would probably do it. Just looking at the floor, seeing what's going on here. Oh my god, we just can't get what I want. I don't want Rage. I need the brain transferred. I need his brain. God, I wish that was still faster. There we go. And as long as everyone down there is dying, I'm happy. You know what? If I get one stack of rage, then you can get stealth and you can get stealth. That makes this floor much easier to deal with. Daze them. We're quick up here so that nothing will make it through. Perfect. Excellent. Daze you. Daze you. Dump this. You're dead. You're not even doing any damage because you're still dazed. Easy stuff. End turn. And other than like the setup, now everything's just kind of automatic. I like that when you draw 8 cards, but you only draw two of the cards are off to the side of the screen. Because it's like, well, I thought that you were gonna draw more than that. Apparently not, game. Waves remaining 1. No! And restart. I can't. Okay, I almost made a mistake. I caught myself. We need to be at 11 or 10. 10 is fine. We need to not have more eggs. If we have more eggs, we're gonna have a bad time. We need to get more relics. 10 is acceptable. You're all dead. You're not doing any damage. I'm gonna daze you. End turn, 10 egg, perfect. I kind of wish that it would degrade the quality of the drop. Like, go from level 13 to level 11 if there's nothing available for level 13, but as is, we just have to make sure we're only at 10. We don't want more eggs because we literally lose value. We've already taken 3 free boss relics. We've taken draw, we've taken capacity, we've taken energy, and now if we hit that level anymore, we don't get anything. So we chill. We chill on it. Yo, cats are very well suited for fighting this guy. Yeah, give me money. I like 2 gold and this thing is like blowing up in cash particles. Also, the cash particle, it's not in the middle of the coin, it's off to the side of the coin. You see that? Unplayable. All right, how much reanimate do we have? 16 reanimate? You're dead. I don't even have to do anything. Perfect. You know what? Get dazed. Get dazed. Easy. Now, why do we have 11 eggs? Oh, because one of our units died. That's right. After casting a spell, increase the cost of a random spell in hand by 1 for the rest of the battle. -6 damage to all friendly units. That's fine. See, we don't want to be at level 13 or 12 because there's no more major boss artifacts. We want random artifacts. So now we can loot it. The first room card played each battle is applied to all floors. We don't do this. Winged Steel is more draw, which I really like. Permanently add 4 to their equipment when an equipped unit dies. We could buff equipment doing... Oh, we could buff glass cannons equipment! Ooh, yeah! But the draw, we have to take the draw. We have to take the draw, but the other one's good too. It is Spike's Cherub. Dude, the capacity is out of flippin' control. So we want same thing as every day. And we want to go to 10. Guildmonger will take us to 11 when he dies. It's perfect. Hothead. I know his damage is looking a little bit meek lately. Now we're guaranteed... Well, you know what? If we're guaranteed a cat on almost every floor, because we keep purging the cats, I actually think we play Glass Cannon. Why not? We can get it out of our hand. The cats are going to auto-deploy. So we can go like this. Well, you can either play a cat or play Glass Cannon. I guess in that case, I'd rather play a cat. We're building up a big cat. Okay, he got played and immediately died, so I don't know where he is anymore. Where'd he go? He's dead, it's fine. Okay, we need to do two... Well, I can kill you on turn 1. It doesn't matter on this one, on this fight. If we get to the point where we can do it, let's try to do it. We do draw a lot. I would like you to be free. Currently drawing 9. I would like you to be free. Currently drawing 7. If I play one more, we draw 6. So like getting something out of the deck would be nice, but we do need to get to the other rail spike. I think we'd probably get there. I think we just play it. I don't care about the equipment as much as I care about the draw. So we want Glass Cannon. We picked up a Pyre cask. Okay. Or we can spend that energy on one more draw. So we can dump, reanimate, because that's a consume. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We would draw 3. It's too much, unfortunately. I think you just play like a Pyre cast and then you draw 2. And then you draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You draw 2. Okay. Broken's Rail Spike is there. Ventral Shard is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Dump this. Now we can play all the cards that we want to play. I still wouldn't mind getting Brain Transfer out there and make this process a lot faster. Maybe I mean, what if we just buff... Oh my god, these guys are gonna get so annoying. 300 damage to self. How long would it take to do 2,000 damage on Rage and Melee Weakness? Oh my god. Vexasaurus, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Welcome to this weirdo run we got going on here. Christ. I mean, Rage, it scales pretty quickly. I have too many things in hand to really make this. I think I'm just gonna spend one turn and I'm gonna make my life easier, I think, by just saying I just want to draw better things. I need to purge a couple of, weirdly enough, a couple of pieces of equipment out of my hand. It's like, you get out, you get out. Now I can actually draw more. This is still fine. There we go. Now we get a free brain transfer, which is much better. Much, much better. Okay. Everything has minimum 400 HP. We still have to kill you at some point. At this point, how is that gonna work? We need to, I need to kill one unit on this floor, and then we can wait for the boss to move up to the top floor. We need more. We need more. Okay. Well, at the very least, we understand what we're doing. Beck says, I'm gonna take a nap. Hopefully you have a good nap. Also, this is one hell of a run to nap to. You'll wake up and I'll still be playing it on this fight, probably. Man, if only we could make these rail spikes draw one more card. That'd be so nice. God, we have to do so much damage here. But that's what the brain transfer is for. Okay, 300 damage. If we could hit 450 minimum, that would be nice. Because at 450 minimum, then we're killing a bundle of apples in one hit, which saves me a lot of effort in doing this. Okay, regen. Even though I turned up the speed, I keep right-clicking as though it's gonna matter. I guess I can play 2 rail spikes at once like that. That might be a way of speeding it up. I wish I could drag the card from there, though. That's what I want. I want to play that one. Meow. Aw, kitty. Okay, reanimate, brain. How much damage are we doing now? 445. That's enough to kill the nourishing cherub. Now we need to do 400 damage to you because you do need to die. So who's hitting you? You're hitting, then you're hitting. So we probably want, well, we could actually just root you. If we root you, then you're not a problem, but then we're stacking up a lot of minions here, which is definitely problematic. Yeah. We should try to just ice you, I guess. Yeah, we could try the... You know? Yeah. How are you taking damage? Oh, the spikes, right. Okay, I have an idea. This cat, I want you to get sacked. I have an idea, kitty. Don't worry. I'm not gonna leave you to die. You have far too many lives for this. I stole your lives. Okay, we might need more than that. Looks okay. Then, we're gonna go for a rage. We're gonna go for a lifesteal. And just in case the spikes matter, let's also give you one quick damage shield. There you go. So now you're gonna move up, but I can just sap you. We have 500 damage roughly here, so we're gonna need like 25 melee weakness on you. That's not that bad. And hopefully you do move up to the top floor, because if you don't, then we're gonna have more trouble. All right, for now, end turn. Move up, move up, move up. No! It's literally the floor I didn't want you on. Now I have to deal with you. You son of a... God damn it. Far too many enemies. Look, if I just wait for endless, you'll come up here at some point, but then I still have to murder everything, making it up to that point. All right, sap. We need to get some melee weakness on you. It would have been nice earlier on in this run to take the card that was double mixing, by the way. But that would have added one more card to the deck. Honestly, a spell chain on this would really help us to do it faster, but a spell chain on the mixer that we currently have, that's not that necessary. Like, it just takes time, is the only thing. It just takes time. It's not that bad. Honestly, I'm not going to risk it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna give you one more reanimate. Yeah, that takes care of it. Now, what's going on down here? The same garbage. If I can kill both of you, that would really help me out. Okay, I guess that's what we're gonna be doing then. Need to draw enough cards here, there we go. Because I'm looking to the future of, I need to make sure that when the boss, I guess I could just root you. When the boss makes it up to the top floor, I need to be able to kill him. I need to be able to kill him at some point. I might as well just try to kill him as soon as they move up to the top floor. That's where we have all of our damage. Well, fast damage. I could literally put as much damage as I want on any other floor. It just takes time. All right, we didn't get sap, so we're just gonna take a moment to do a little bit of brain transferring. There's sap. So we're trying to kill you. 3 melee weakness would probably do. We don't do that much damage on the bottom floor, so it's a lot harder to stack it up. But this is an easy way of just kind of making sure that it's done. And then, you know, again, it might take a second, but if we just put a little bit of rage on our cat, that will... that'll kill that unit in the second position. I doubt it's going to be Rage 40. I think we're going to need more. What happened to the trample equipment? Didn't we have trample gear? The unit got played and then they died due to, like... I guess dying due to the curse means I don't get the equipment out of him. Because that would be nice to have, but it's gone. I guess I'll just never be able to get that equipment back, which is kind of funny. Definitely something we should purge out of the deck at this point, huh? Okay, you're taking 122, but you're healing for 116. You're actually very close to being dead. I'd be willing to bet that 1 melee weakness would probably do it. Okay. Okay, and then end turn. I don't care if you make it up a little bit more. Everything else is dying. Move to the top floor. Thank you! Oh my god. Finally. Finally! He can die! These are not the books I'm looking for. Well, not books, but spells. In which case, I guess while we're here, let's do a quick reanimate. Make sure we have everything we need. All we need here is sap. Sap melee weakness will do it. And we do 650 damage in a single hit, so it's not a horrendously long time. We only need 1, 2, 3, like 4 melee weakness to guarantee a kill on each one of these guys. I'm gonna go to 3. Yeah, no, 3 does do it. In fact, 2 would probably do it if I really wanted to, but there you go, there's 1. 2 would do it if I gave myself a little bit more of a brainstorm buff, but at this point, I'm just gonna... Oh, I guess we're gonna give ourselves another brainstorm buff. Because we didn't draw rage on that last one. There's sap. Honestly, at this point, we could probably get away with 2. Especially if we're willing to give ourselves 1 more brainstorm buff, but you know what? We'll just do it to 3, because I know it works. Actually, no, 720, 20, it goes exactly into 2160 by 3. All right, now you're taking 1,000. The final one that we need, we didn't get it again, is we need like maybe 15 melee weakness now, because we've really buffed our damage pretty nicely. There we go. God, could I just like demonstrate my infinite loop and then play however many saps that I want? At this point, I think the judges know that I can do this as long as I want. Oh my god, I almost misclicked there because I'm starting to lose my own mind. Okay, so we need about 15. Why did I decide to do this? This is silly. I really want to go to the Seraphite at the very least. I'm not gonna loop much beyond that. I want to see if there's a endless Titan fight. You're making a future king wait. I'm making everybody wait. But I want to see. I've never done it before. And then I can brag to Chris, say, haha, I beat endless mode. I could go infinite. As long as I don't die in 1 hit, I go infinite, and I can do infinity damage. It's just a matter of how much time do I want to spend playing the spells. Mud, welcome back. You just took a nap. Everyone loves taking a nap during my streams, but honestly, I'm okay with it. I'd rather you take a nap during my stream than anyone else's. All right. Battle 6. -6 attack to all friendly units. Units cost 1 more energy. It's not horrible, but -6 attack doesn't matter at all. We'll take that one. We have 6 egg. We do get a random artifact at the very least. I should have maybe stalled a little bit more, or at the very least made sure that my dude on the bottom floor played his ability. But we'll loot it up, get a random artifact. The first time each turn you mix again. Whatever. It's 1 more out of the system, right? You're gonna be scary as hell. All right. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Guildmonger. Hydra. Hydra! Yeah, they're definitely Their damage is really suffering at this point, isn't it? Incant for more damage. Do not care. You know, you might as well do this. 100 damage, huh? We need to dump some spells. Let's dump Pyre Cast. That way, our champion gets a kill. Then we need to draw 9. Draw 8. We draw 7. Or draw 6, that's fine. I'd like to get the equipment out. Every time a unit dies, the equipment does get buffed, by the way. No, that's something else. Draw 7, draw 6. That's good enough. We'll wait on the brain transfer. We don't need to go endless. We just need to make sure that we can kill these guys as they move up. He does add garbage to my deck, but we can pay for it. It's not a huge problem. In fact, I can stop you, which seems really nice. You need this, you need this. You can use this, doesn't matter. All right, the first time you do that every turn, do it again. Might as well Rail Spike, just to hit all of the cards to make them cheaper. Like hitting the Vengeful Shards, making sure that one gets to be free is really nice. You guys are dazed forever, and we're good. All right, starting on 2 turn, we will be infinite. We have enough stealth that we're fine down there. I guess the amount of reanimate we have on you doesn't actually matter. Rip. But let's draw. I do need to get brain transfer being cheaper, which I can't do on this turn. Oh no, but I drew one more. I can't play one more type of card because we played all of our equipment already. Well, in that case, I will just chill. Yeah, I mean, you're not doing anything, you're not doing anything. We'll just make sure we buff enough damage up there later that we can kill you. I suppose what we should do is, at the very least, daze you guys. Your health, your damage rather, doesn't matter. Your health doesn't matter. Just don't add garbage to my deck, just don't be a problem. There we go. Brain transfer is now free, which means we can stack up the damage. All right. And here, I'm just going to make sure everyone is dazed forever. I'm gonna have to buff your damage to 500 within the next, like, turn and a half. Alright, we'll do it next turn then. God, it's so hot today. It's so absurdly warm. Ugh. I need to draw. Hey, the only 2 cards in my deck, there you are. Well, the way to get the most damage the fastest is definitely brain transfer still. Okay, I don't know what happened there. We're gonna need the raw damage anyways, so we'll just stack up more. Although everything's dying on this turn, so, you know. I guess I'm fine with that. Nothing else is happening. Might as well just daze everyone a little bit more. No one's doing any damage. Only thing we care about is the top floor. I need a sweeper. That's what this run is missing. I need someone who can sweep and actually get some damn damage done on these upper floors, because it's a little ridiculous how much I have to work to kill them sometimes. You know, if I do it once per turn, I only have to play one card to make it happen, which I like. Everyone's still good. Yo, you at 10A. You know what? Thanks for the reminder. We're gonna stop casting our champion's abilities, which means he's gonna get hit like a freaking truck, but still. He's gonna live. He'll be fine. Everything's dying, but you know what? If you mix once per turn, you might as well play it. Hopefully we can get that equipment that makes the glass cannon better, because that is scaling. It's scaling that also makes it just easier for us, because there's less fiddling about with it, you know? Hey, regen. You know, it's permanent scaling, it's exponential scaling, because every time you buff the damage of the cannon, you don't have to reanimate nearly as many times in order to get the damage that you actually require. That's what I want. That's what I'm looking for. You know what? You're not dead, huh? I guess we will have to toss out some more dazes, which is not horrendous. These guys are actually not that hard. They don't have that much health compared to what we were just dealing with. Now this dude hits for 300. That's pretty strong. Still quite strong. Don't get me wrong. What I think I'll do is I will just daze him a bunch. For a boss like this, because we don't have to worry about Relentless or anything, dazing him is probably our best interest. Because if we just daze him on the top floor, he can't do anything. In fact, if I just daze you one more turn... God, that's so close. If I daze you one more turn... Okay, then it's just the boss, which is perfect. Yeah, 4 days is 4 turns. That's basically... 4 days is like, I don't know, 12 melee weakness? So that's much faster application of the status effects that we care about. He's getting a lot of multi-strike though, but again, it doesn't matter. Taking 9,000 damage. 10,000. A little under 10,000. That daze is not... I guess we're only doing 1,000 damage per turn, only. You don't have spikes or anything. You're just tanky. I guess at this point in the game, literally everything is tanky. Alright. Die, please. Oh, he does have 200 regen. Okay, so that is blocking 200 damage per turn. But hey, if I stacked up 200 days, he would die to a fly. Got him! Nothing bad. After casting a spell, increase the cost of a random spell in hand by 1 for the rest of the battle. I think that would probably ruin the synergies that we have. I don't think we can take it. I think it would make all of our spells too expensive. So I think I have to remove another cat. But we're running out of cats. Equipped friendly units attack immediately. It's too expensive. And we can just apply melee weakness to get a similar effect. So we want to loot it up. Yeah, but Endless is starting to eat up my deck. When you're out of energy, cards can be played for Pyre health. Spells in hand that cost less are reduced to 0 for the turn. That would allow me to get more cards out of my deck faster. Because we could play... I think we could play a big X cost card and then, what, the consume and the brain transfer is free? You know what, give me the Pyre tap. It's still good. It's Seraph! It's Sap Seraph. Now we're down to 3 cats, which is real sad. But you know what? If nothing else, we can get Glass Cannon out immediately now. That's something. Because I'm not gonna wait. We only get 2 units out for free. One of them's gonna be a cat, one of them's gonna be a 1 HP unit who dies immediately. Well, that's fine. That's fair. We are sapped to hell. That's also gonna happen here. If I draw well, I can kill you immediately. God, sap 9! Well then, before we do that, I mean, this, oh my god. Maybe we should stall, that way we can get more egg. Okay, this needs to be played, this needs to be played. The equipment should be played. If we play one more type of card, we are gonna draw one more and get one more energy. Dump this, we got brain transfer. 8 damage. Christ, I mean, if we wait one more turn, we can actually get a very... We can draw infinitely, right? And all we really need to do is just scale up the damage up here enough to kill you at 2000 HP, and then we can worry about you, and we can stop you from adding garbage to my deck with some dazing. And as much as I don't like to do this, we can farm up some more egg by doing this too. Okay, draw 5. I really play this, but we're not gonna draw it. And it's better off just to make everything else cheaper. We can play it next turn. So cheapen everything. And you know, free Horrify is honestly pretty good. At the very least, we know that he's not going to be doing anything for a while. We can, and if we make it to Relentless, we can just wait for him to die, basically. Let's get a Reanimate going. Burn this. All right, next turn is going to be much better on the draw, because everything that we needed to dump out of our deck is now dumped out of our deck. Brain transfer, we need to bring it back. Equipment needs to be played. Draw. Get one more energy, play brain transfer, well, play infusion, brain transfer, draw it again, now it's free. And now we can chill. We're not doing any damage, because, I mean, we have no way of purging the sap. What we could do is buff our own damage output. But honestly, I think I'm just gonna daze him. Yeah. We should have killed him. With 5 reanimate, oh my god, they're gonna... Well, the Pyre can kill him. I don't care about the Pyre taking its time. Or I could just kill him by dazing him and then just hitting him. Well, I'm not gonna be hitting him on this floor, that's for certain. Let's get another mixer. Is not the one we were looking for. Why are we dying now? I buffed your damage. I mean, let me daze you. Hold on. Stop. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter how much damage we do on this floor. We can't do damage on this floor. Which, now that I think about it, the implication is we need to buff the damage on this turn before the incanter gets up here and saps me for 9 on every spell. I'm glad I thought about that for a minute. We need to get 2,000 damage up here before everything moves up. So let's start that process. You could individually root them too. That's only a temporary solution, because if enough enemies stack up, they just start ignoring your floors. And they will just keep moving up beyond your rooting. It's really funny. And by funny, I mean really horrifying when that happens, and they ignore your roots and then just start moving up, and you're like, oh god, no! Regen. Reanimate. So we need to stack up more damage here, which is what we're going for. Or enough days that the Pyre can kill him. It does do 200 damage per turn, but honestly, I do more damage than that. I guess I could just keep the incanter down there, but would still like to work on the enemies. Yeah, this is... Although I guess, hold on a second. I guess instead of melee weaknessing every single enemy, it probably is more efficient use of my time buffing the damage of my unit, right? Even if it's rage. I guess I would like some rage. I mean, 60 damage is about 30 rage. So it is a lot faster to just get a regen, get a reanimate, play the brain transfer. It's worth 30 reanimates, which is like 7.5 mixers instead of 2 mixers. Isn't 300 by 3 enough? Well, the enemies have thousands of HP, so we need to hit for thousands of damage. So I'm gonna keep buffing my damage. We also need to kill the boss at some point. We need the damage. Because at some point, we're gonna have to hit the boss for like 30,000. Yeah, have you seen his HP? 37,000. We need more. Keep scaling it, man. It's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Regen. Reanimate. So at this point, at 600 damage, you're dead. You, with your melee weakness, you're dead. You're not dead. I need to do 900 damage to kill that unit. Okay, so we gotta do this some more. Unless I just wanna make sure the Pyre can kill you. Maybe I'll just make sure the Pyre can kill you, and then we'll wait a turn. Let's do some more. Again, the more we do this now, the less we have to do it later on the boss. He became a JRPG in terms of HP numbers. That's been Monster Train since day one, though. I like Slay the Spire. You go from your first boss to your third boss. You go from 200 HP to 400 HP. Monster Train, your first boss to your last boss, you go from 400 HP to 4,000 or more. Monster Train expects more scaling from you. God, at this point, I'm not even utilizing the cats for their, like, reanimation feature. I'm using the cats for their multi-strike. That's why I have these cats. Okay, 750 damage. It's still not enough. All right, we'll get to 900. I want to be able to kill these units without having to play other spells on them, so I want to keep buffing it. Look at the floor capacity too, my god. Yeah, we're approaching 40,000 levels of HP. Excuse me. A little burp pickup. Oh god, disgusting. Need to drink more water, but I don't have any water. I would have picked up another drink freaking an hour and a half ago, but we decided to go endless. And now this is the run. Hey Tom, welcome. It's the same train. That's because I'm going endless. And I'm playing endless numbers of cards. Okay, we are good. Everything will die when it moves up. No, you're not gonna die. You, oh. Okay, then I'm just gonna have to kill you now, which I can do. But I need to mix unstable and then take the damage dealer. And then we do it again. You know, if there's no, let's think about it like this. There's always something that we can be working on. This turn, I didn't draw what I wanted. We're gonna buff the damage of our top floor. And perhaps by having multiple objectives, it'll be a little bit easier to get through this stuff. Because we're always working towards some progress, even when we don't draw what we want to draw. Okay, we need more. And again, we didn't get unstable, so we're just gonna give ourselves another brain hemorrhage. Please give me unstable. Thank you. I really wish there was more deck manipulation in Endless. I do kind of wish it was more of a proper Endless mode. Okay, everyone's dying. There's 3 units moving up. End turn. You guys are all sapped. You know what? You're sapped, but you could be more sapped. Actually, you know what? I want to put unstable on those guys at the bottom. I want to work on them now. So, like, give me a second here as I do that. And you know what? We didn't get the opportunity to do it, so we're just going to buff the damage of the top one. We got 1,000 damage, we're going to go to 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 damage. Makes it easier to run than math, too. There's my unstable. It's literally an endless run. I know, it's like the name's not a lie. There we go. Now they're gonna blow up every turn, which simplifies my life. And you know what? We can actually do something else too. We can make the other one unstable. If we make the other one unstable, then the other one's gonna blow up. Then they're gonna run through all of their damn freaking reanimates that they got there. It makes my life easier because then I don't have to worry about them when they move up. And we're just gonna, we didn't draw it, so we're gonna brain transfer. We're gonna buff the damage of our cats. We got infinite kitty cats, we're giving them lots of toys. Cats got toys. There we go. Everyone who can die now has unstable. Oh, they're, how are you dying? I find it weird that they're actually dying. How are they actually dying? I'm not doing any damage, and they have 5 reanimates. Oh, you know what? This is real funny. Yo, one of them dies, sets off the other one, sets off the other one, sets off the other one, sets off the other one. It's an infinite reanimate death combo that we've got here. Hold on a second, I want to try something. I never realized that this would work well with reanimate, but I want to give them more reanimate now and see what happens. It's like, oh, you got some reanimate? I guess I need to put up more unstable on him, so I shouldn't have done this, but now I regret everything. So you're doing 308. If I give you one more... Now this is just experimentation. Ping-ponging the explosions across the two of them. 308, 329... 364. It's very slow scaling damage, but it's kind of cool that that does work. Okay, I need to end my turn at some point. That's real fun. That's real funny. I like that. I like that a lot. That's real cool. Sap 9. We're not making it through Sap 46, so don't even think about doing any damage on this floor. Just hit him for the Pyre gel. And everything's, now that we buffed our damage, everything's dying up here. You love to see it. So literally just daze. Okay, try not to sap yourself too much. Let me see if I can get a free reanimate. I'm not gonna play anything on this floor though because I'm gonna get sapped, so I should try not to get sapped. But everything's dying. Everything's dazed. We have 117 sap on the bottom floor. Okay, but everything up here is dead. We have 4 units moving up, but I can daze the dudes in the back, no problem. So, honestly, I think we're just gonna, I mean, we're infinitely sapped down here. Let's just start the process. And now, again, like, the daze is so effective on that top floor that by the time the boss moves up, we don't have to worry about him at all. We can just kill him passively. You don't get any kills, but you at least do, you know, something. Let's see if we can get the unstable activating, I suppose. Because that is fun, and also it does get all of the kills on the floor. So why wouldn't I try to just play 2 unstables and get them blowing up? You're not gonna do it, are you? Resin removal would work well. Resin removal works very well on the Titans as well, because with the Titans, you can just purge all of the corruption and all of the rage that gets gained on them. So Daze, resin removal, sap, all very effective. There's my unstable. Remove thousands of sap instantly. God, I wish. There we go. Quite a lot of damage too. Waves remaining 5. We'll get there one day. I love that effect. Dummies, what are you doing? What do you think you're doing? Getting up there and dying. Okay, everything's good, everything's good. 10 egg, we're gonna stop playing that now, but what we will do first is big ol' horrify. Dun, 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 dun. Everything should be good from this point. Do not play spells up here. I don't care that they're making it up. Pyre's gonna wipe them. They only do 1 damage anyways. 0 damage twice, 214 sap. Oh God, why me? Well, you might as well just keep it going, right, at this point? All right, so you're dead. You're dying like 3 times. I would maybe like to get some unstable on you real quick. If we can get a little unstable on you, then I'm pretty sure you will just die as you move up. We should really be just doing this all the time, making sure that he's going. Because if he makes it to the Pyre, he will be able to hit it like 4 times before the Pyre can kill him. We could daze him enough times, but I don't know. This is more fun. I like that. I like learning about that weird chain explosion thing that we had happen, you know? Can't even kill you now that I think about it. Well, whatever. Look, the only floor that matters is the cat floor, where we can kill up to 6 enemies at a single time. It just does 0 damage twice, which is real funny. I mean, I'm gonna need some way of killing you guys, too. So we might just do a big unstable play. Whatever, I'm gonna stay here. Go ahead, sap me. You know what? What if I just, like, root you? Oh my God. Please, let me leave. Let me finish this endless run that won't end. You know what? I only need 1 stack of unstable on the other person. I just need 1 unstable to kill one of them. And then it'll do the damage to the other units, right? Because unstable... Yeah, it does damage equal to stacks. So I only need 1 stack of 35 and 1 stack of 5, and that should be enough. You did this to yourself! I didn't. I did this for the people who wanted to know, who wanted to learn about the endless mode in Monster Train 2. Aren't you glad you asked now? Oh my god, this isn't even the one that I want. Is there one up there? There is an incanter. All right, you know what? Just dump this. I don't care. I hate the sap. I don't want to be sapped. All right, but they are all dead now. Oh, there's still one asshole up here I didn't notice. Ah! All right, hold on. You know what? I'm just gonna let the Pyre kill you, okay? There you go. Take 10 days or whatever the hell it is. Just die. Oh, I took fire damage. After all that. I have 641 days. And by days, I mean sap. Okay, you need more days. Man, it's very unfortunate that you're on a floor with a incanter. But I can do this playing only one spell. I can. I just need to apply a bunch of melee weakness to you. Although you're only getting hit for 69, so to do an extra 600 damage, maybe we would prefer to just daze you a couple of times and take the sap. Damn it! Game wants a run to end. It'll never end! You know, what if I just root you? If I root you, you should stick around. And we do this on only one incant, which is nice. So everyone's good, everyone's good. I'm not gonna worry about you right now. Just wanna end turn, see how this looks. Okay, what do you have down here? A bunch of stuff. Hiya! Okay. Everything's dying, everything's dying. Well, everything is definitely not dying. We have to worry about the incanters. If I sap them, they will die when they move up, so then I don't have to worry about them. Definitely not what I had in mind. So, what I meant to say was rooting. If I root them, they will die as the boss moves up because they're going to get left behind. So if I root you, you're dead. You know, I might as well stick around down here. Go ahead, sap me. What do I care? Okay, so we want another 2 root. We'll kill the one on the second floor. And then if anything moves up, we'll just deal with it as it moves up. Okay, so now you're dead. I gotta deal with these enemies, but I can just daze them and let the Pyre kill the ones that I don't want to kill myself. Goodbye. I love that. Okay, this floor, why is nothing dying? Because of the reanimation. I can play spells up here, though. Everyone's dead except for him. That's perfect. So we just daze him a couple more times. The unstable and the reanimate and the Pyre will kill him. just to make sure. End turn. A little bit of unstable on everyone. Pyre blows him up. Goodbye. How are you doing up here? You're dead. I don't even have to do anything. I do have 10 turns of stealth, though. We've killed the boss on Endless. We were hitting for 4,000 damage every turn, and it took like 10 turns. And then it keeps going. Sure, take more damage when summoned. Friendly units gain spikes on summon and reanimate. Consume, apply unstable 50 and reanimate 1. Attuned explosive, deal 150 damage. No! Instead, loot. Hey, cards are better. Only rares. Oh, but advanced growth means we could scale. And then you loot back. No! 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 It's okay, we're not going to continue much more. If anything, I want to see what the enemies look like, and then I think I'll probably call it. Unless there's a save. Is there a save option? If I can come back later, maybe I will. But let's see how the enemies look, at least. It's a lot of self-damage to be taking as things spawn in, but it's okay. Who cares? They have, you know, reanimate 10,000. And they only do 600 damage. That's not that much. But I don't want to continue this one anymore. Still a fun run. Let's go back to the outpost. I can resume the endless run. No, I'm not going to resume the endless run. That was a pretty fun run, though. Do I need to, like, end it to get the credit for it? Like, should I die, is the question. Should I let them make it to the Pyre and kill the Pyre so we get the post-game credits? Let's do that. I want to lock it in as we're done. It's not going to take too long. They're going to kill the Pyre in literally one turn. Achoo! All right, lock it in, baby. Yeah, we lived for one turn against those guys. That was a surprise. But now it's locked in. Reanimate applied. Endless battles with Pyreborn 8. Ember spent on a single X cost card 6. Really, that's the best? Interesting. God, look at the relics. 1 page plus half a page of relics. I thought we had more than that, but I guess they look a little bit more compressed on this screen. Tons of relics. Thank you, Awoken's Rail Spike, for being the best endless card that exists. Thank you, Big Cat. That was awesome. And that was one hell of an endless run. I didn't want to continue it. We could have, because we had an endless deck. As long as we didn't get screwed on energy or garbage being added to the deck, we could go endless. And we don't even have to go endless on turn 1. We can go endless on turn 2 or 3. And then upgrade our cats, play infinite cards, and spend as long as we need to spend getting the floors sorted. It was a fun run, though. I'm definitely gonna have to split this one up when it goes up on YouTube, though. Jesus. For now, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support the channel at the various links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.